will continue on the subject of creating a unified patent litigation system, and as soon as possible, the working group will start a discussion on the community patent. And I would like to refer to a second specific point, which is crucial for the Portuguese presidency. Simplifying things for businesses and reducing costs, cutting red tape on the European agenda. For several months, we worked on draft Council conclusions, and today that text was adopted. The Council conclusions adopted today are very important for businesses. First of all, the Commission was encouraged to present legislative initiatives to simplify company law. We noted the efforts already made by the Commission, and the Council asked the Commission to come up with initiatives urgently. Secondly, the Council decided that Member States should share experiences in the field of simplification of life for businesses and cutting red tape. And in that way, we should be able to create new legislative instruments which will help us to reduce the administrative burden for companies by 25%. That's the target. And I would like to draw your attention now to 4 points. Where we would have exchange of experiences in the field of further simplification. First of all, reducing the amount of information which companies must provide to public and private bodies. Very often, businesses have to provide the same information to various bodies. They should be able to do this just once. Let me just give you an example. In Portugal, up until last year, businesses had to address 4 different public entities and give them information on their accounts. From this year onwards, they've been able to do so just once through, they've been able to do this entirely electronically now. Secondly, it was decided that member states should share experiences and take steps in order to reduce the number of preventive legality checks to be undertaken by businesses. In Europe, companies frequently have to turn to various public and private bodies in order to actually do something. You often have to go to the notary first, and then you have to go to the registration offices. And then after that, you have publication in official journals relating to the action taken. So member states should try and ensure that you have one single legality check. And let me just say that in Portugal, the carrying out of public deeds for companies through notary is no longer compulsory, and publication of such legal acts for businesses is no longer compulsory in the official journal. Thirdly, a decision has been taken to increase the use of the internet and other electronic means to make life easier for businesses. This is very important in the relationship between companies and public administrations. And, if I may say so, in Portugal, nowadays, companies are being set up on the internet. The average number is 3.3 businesses being created every day. No travel costs, reduced costs, just on the internet. And fourthly, it was decided that member states should exchange experiences and take certain steps towards drawing up new community instruments for one-stop shops. And I would say that in Portugal, we have a one-stop shop for creating businesses, and we call this on-the-spot firm. And 72% of companies created in Portugal are now following this procedure. And it takes 47 minutes to set up a business in Portugal, thanks to this new procedure. And now I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Hugh Jones, just to go back to the patents, you say you've made significant progress and you expect more progress into the Slovenian presidency. Can you spell out what is this significant progress you've made so far in the working groups, on what issues, and what further progress you expect in the next 6 months under the Slovenians?
Thank you for the question. I would say that there are some relevant progresses concerning, for instance, the existence of a first instance and a second instance court on the issue concerning the existence of courts to deal specifically with patent issues, and for instance, again, on matters concerning the creation of unified procedures. There are some examples on which we reached relevant progresses. I would say that the other part of the question, to know what will happen during the Slovenian presidency, it is, of course, a question for the Slovenian presidency. Thank you.
Hi, Jim Brunsden, Europolitics. Again on the community patent, or patents. I was wondering, I want an idea of the timetable. I mean, how far are we away from having a community patent in Europe? Is it a project for the next 5 years, or is it really a distant project for the next 25 years? It's really not clear when a serious attempt for the community patent will come back on the table. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I would say that in European Union and, of course, in Council, we have 27 member states. So we have to discuss everything with all the 27 member states, and we are pushing forward to reach an agreement. This is a very relevant issue, since this is a matter of reducing costs for companies in Europe, and it's particularly important for small and medium enterprises. I would say that state members have stated during the Council that we should make quick progresses. And the Council has decided to go to other steps of the creation of patent, of the community patent as soon as possible. Until now, the working group has been dealing with issues concerning the creation of procedure for litigation and questions concerning litigation, patent, community patent. The Council has stated and decided that as soon as possible we may go for the next step, that is to say, to go and discuss in the working group the matters concerning the creation of community patent. Again, we want to have quick progresses. The Member States have stated that, the Council has stated that. It is not possible to determine whether it is for some months, for 1 year, or to determine precisely where the state members will reach an agreement. But very relevant progresses has been made in a few months during this presidency, and I would be optimistic because of this last fact. Thank you.
Oui, Mathieu Bion, Agence Europe. Est-ce que vous estimez...
Will the work be done one step at a time? First, the jurisdictional system, and afterwards, will you then move on to work on the patent itself? Or will these two things have to be in a package and stay in step? I think views are somewhat split on that issue between member states.
Clear for the member states and for the Council that this is a single project, and the single project has two different issues: the creation of a litigation system for the community patent and the creation of a community patent. Of course, we have to have some methodology, and we are going in a step-by-step approach. The working group has been dealing with issues concerning the creation of a unified litigation system in Europe for community patents. As soon as possible, the working group may go for discussion and decisions concerning the community patent.
We thank you very much. The Secretary of State has explained to Catch. We thank you for being here, and with the Council we will continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we won't. You should, yeah.
Sí.